Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. And I don't want to go any further than that. Not for a minute. So we'll put a little patch like that, and I'll drop a radar down there, and I will run the power all the way back down through. Join this one in. So then I'll be able to scan that bit. We could go. It looks like we'll be able to sort of thread our way up between those islands there. Let's have a look. I've now got that active. And there, right there, we've got there is an enemy there. I don't see anything. I'm looking around. It looks like there might be something under there. I would guess there's a worm of some kind under there. And we've got patches here that are being scanned by the radars as well. So that will be uncovered. But there's definitely something there. I don't know if I should go any further. If I bring a line over this way and then head up. I might leave that for a minute. We've got something uncovering up to the north. If I come all the way to the south and I do some more work down here. I want to get put some radar down over here so that I can get a better idea of that one. Maybe uncover a bit more of it. Let's have a look. No, you know what? I will go up here. Just said that I won't. Now I'm going up here. We'll go up here. We'll go a little bit further north, just so that I can get an idea of where the top end of this island is. I think that's going to be something that will actually help us out. So we'll go over this way a bit like that, and then we will head north like this. And you've got to watch that you don't join anything in. And to be honest, it doesn't look like we've got an extra island here. It looks like it's one big loop that goes all the way round. It's a big horseshoe-shaped thing. Right, all the way round there. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like a great big horseshoe shape that goes right the way round. That could be quite interesting, actually. Because it means that it's going to be more difficult to remove the enemies completely from the island before we're quite ready to do that. Now, yeah, ideally, what you'd like to be able to do is... Oops. Ideally, what you'd like to be able to do is to eliminate all the enemies on an island as soon as possible. But it doesn't look like we're going to easily do that. There's another lot of enemies up there. That's a worm right there. It's only a small worm, and there's another small worm there. But that's all there is. And it looks like that's what we've got over here as well. That I can't see. I got no way of being able to see what that one is. But it does look like the enemies up there are just worms. It looks like so far the only base that's actually spawning biters is down here. And we knew this was a thing. We knew that we weren't going to be plagued very much with any enemies at all, because this particular map, because I put so many trees on here, it's actually, well, I did want some enemies for the challenge of it. So it's sort of gone against that. We don't have the enemies here. We don't have the challenge of all of those enemies because of all of the trees. The trees have taken priority. When the map was being created, when it was spawning the map, the trees are the ones that have taken priority, and so we don't have all of the extra bits here. All of the biters. Which, you know, it may be a good thing. Some people might actually think that's not a bad idea, having all the biters not on the map. I am a bit disappointed, because I do feel that it would have been a little bit of extra challenge to be able to have them all here. But, yeah, well, we won't worry about it now. Actually, I don't want to go down that way yet. I want to go over here, up to the north end of that island over there, and drop down one more. So I've got power cables here. We'll run out that way. Like that. And then we will head straight north-ish. All the way up to here. Right. Drop one there, and... Okay. I'll chop down a couple of trees here. Like that. I put it down. There we go. I can put that one down right there. So I've now uncovered another patch over this side. And we're already uncovering more and more of this one. Ooh. Right. We've got worms here. I don't know if that's another worm or if that's actually a base up there. So we could have something up there. We could have enemy activity up there. Further down this way, I got 210 million coal there. I got 48 million there. So plenty of stone down this side. Yeah. Right, south. We need to head south next. We want to get the next bit. But I've also only got 191 electric poles left, so I want to get some more of them. Still got 2,000 landfill. That should be more than enough to go and do the bit that we want to do. So I don't think we're going to have any issues with that. We can also, as we're racing through the base, we can go and check on how other things are progressing down here. Our logistic robot count, we've got about 450 robots currently active. Whizzing around the map, doing all the stuff that robots do. I've got no power left in those, but we knew that was coming. I knew that was going to happen. That was all going to empty out. So what I'm going to do now, no power, no fuel. I got no fuel left in there. I can either do that and empty the whole thing out, or we can go for option 2. That is to get more timber, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to remove it. Every single bit of it, like that. Construction robots, they're going to come along, they can pick everything up, and they're going to go and drop it into the long-term storage over there. And then, while they're doing that, we're going to go over this way, and we're going to check on this. So we've got 150 of them, we've got 240 of those, and in here, we've got 70 gun turrets already. So the gun turrets, they're coming along quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with the progress there. And here come all of the logistic robots ready to reload me with a few materials. I want... Actually, I'll tell you what I want. I want more of those electric poles, don't I? And I can easily get electric poles. I can go in here, like this. There we go. I now have lots and lots of electric poles. I'll bring that lot up there. I'll let them refuel me a minute. Come on. Finish refueling. That one there is charging. I'll just let that one... He's so keen to do that one little job. There, we'll let him do it. Now, I want to head south. How far south are you? Can see here the trees are dying off quickly, aren't they? Trees are dying off very, very quickly. We've already got radar right down to the very far end of the island down here. So if we have a little look round now, that's uncovering quite quickly. All these extra radars, that's good. That's very, very good. We want them to uncover as rapidly as possible. The pollution cloud... See, because of all the trees, the pollution cloud is quite slow. It's definitely not progressing very fast. I think what I will... Ooh. Yeah, well, I've got trees I can take up here in the middle, so I think I'll do that a minute. I think I'm going to take that one there, and I'll go like that so that I can see... Oh, that's all of them. I go like that there. I'm able to cover all of those trees there. And we come out to that side, and we sort of bring it out over that way as well. Right. Now I know the limit of where I want to go. I want to go out like that. And I want to cover that. And I want to bring it up to that point there. Yep. Perfect. We go out to the edge of that bit over there like that. There we go. 21,000 pieces of timber I have just requested. So get rid of that. That's going to keep my construction robots a little bit busy. There's 500 of them. They will bring them all down and they will drop them in this chest right here. What they will also do is... I've got that one there. I can't actually program that one unless I'm looking right at it. I didn't realize you couldn't program the requester chests unless you were on them. So that's alright. Okay, while they're busy doing that, we want to go from here. I want to head over that way. And I'm going to drop a radar down over here somewhere to start with. we will want to connect up that island. So let's go up this way first. I want to get onto that island there. So we'll go straight from here, I think. I'll run out like that. And down there. We'll just fill in that little gap. And I'll drop a radar down there. And then I will go back along the track, as I've been doing. And I connect this one in. Got a wire running through right there. Okay, that's the first one done. Then we will go from that one. I want to go down to the next big island that we've got. So I will go from this side over here. Like that. And I'll run straight down here. Keep running straight down until I connect up with this next island. This one's got oil on it. So we'll go across here and join into that one. I'll do a little... I'll put one of these down here like that. And I'll run back through and connect it up. And then as soon as I've done that, I will... Well, we'll check. And I want to go further east. West, sorry. I want to go further west so that I can connect up a little bit more. And there's the last one. Right. Yeah, I would say... Sort of from about there. Mid-range. I want to go straight across that island. And I want to get out to about there. And I want to drop a... drop one down on that point. So let's run down through this way. I get to about there, I think. And then we can run out through. You don't have to do this, of course. This is just something that I like to do early on. I like to be able to see everything that's going on the map. And I do periodically sort of set up quite a big area like this. It just allows me to be able to see everything that's going on and see it nice and easy. So that I've got plenty of warning of incoming enemies and where the enemies are and so on. It just makes life a little bit easier for me. I'm not going to bother going over there any further now. We're going to head down and we're going to keep going straight south from there. So we'll go and put one down on the bottom end of that island there, I think. I've got 1,200 pieces of landfill left. 1,100. Right, we're joining to you. I'll come down this bit and let's just fill in that little bit there so that I can drop that one down. Connect up another one. Run back up here. This is so much better. This is something that I do generally wait until I've got the speed boosts with the running suit. Because if you don't have those speed boosts, it is rather painfully slow. So I'm going to go from there now. Is that where I want to go? No, look, see where I've got a little bit of a gap, so I don't want to go from there. I want to go from the top end of this island, and I want to head over to about that location there. I'm going to drop one down there so that that's just uncovered a little bit more. We'll be grateful for this later on. I like to have every single bit of all of my map uncovered, or everything that I'm using. I like to be able to see it with radars. Right, the radars are absolutely wonderful. They are your eyes and ears across everything. So if you've got plenty of radars set down... I know I said I didn't want to come out this far. I'm only coming out this far at the moment because I want to put two of these down. So I'm going to put one down this end, drop one there, and... Oops. Drop that down like that. There we go. Right, we run back this way, and I'll get about halfway along. And I'm going to put another one down. About there, I think. Like that. Drop you in there. That'll miss it if I go anywhere else. Okay, we go like that, and then I run this all the way back in, and that'll connect up another two. And then we will head further south. So go all the way in here. That might not connect up enough. Oh no, that's alright. So we've got a nice big view over this side. We can see what's going on over there really well. And if we look in here, we go all the way up. They went and took all the trees at the very top to start with. And then, obviously, they do their sort of spread out after that. They start to spread out and take all the trees just randomly. So we look back down here. Now, at the moment, we're just going to have all of this timber delivered in here. I don't have anything feeding timber into our boilers and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up. I'm going to set up a request so that I keep in the logistics system a set number of pieces of timber for use for other things, in particular for making the electric poles. The electric poles is something that we use a lot of. So, like, there's a couple of little bits that you can set up to ensure that you don't overuse everything. And next up, I want to keep going south. I've only got 297 bits of landfill left, so our little project's about to come to an end. 100, 90, 50, 29... Right, that's about it. There we go. I've now run out of landfill. All of that landfill I had, and I've now run out. So we'll put you down there. And I can't go... I did want to go to the east from here where we're setting this bit up. I want to go a little bit further east. But that's not going to happen until I've got more landfill. Right. That's fine there. I wanted to go all the way over here so that I can uncover that bit a little bit better. But that's not happening at the moment. We zoom in here. I think that's probably just worms. All of these, I think these are worms and not anything else. Not really sure, to be honest. Okay, character logistics slots there. What else have we got? I got laser turrets are one of my personal favorites. I genuinely love laser turrets. We've got physical projectile damage and speed and everything. That increases the amount of damage that obviously all the weapons do. That's another good thing to have. Right. How much... Oh, I know what I can do. I can just do... I'm curious how much landfill I've got. There's an easy way to find out. I can just mouse over that one. I've got 1,700 there waiting for me. So we'll go racing back up. I don't know if I should get any more. Yeah, I will. I'm going to get some more. I am going to get more landfill. I'm going to keep going with this little bit. We're going to just bring that one over. I want to finish that bit there. Because if we're completely surrounded in a loop on this, once we make landfall, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently. We're going to have to make sure that we've got guns and we've got walls and protections and everything like that up and running and available so that we can fight off waves of incoming enemies. Those things do get rather nasty. In fact, they get very nasty. Once the pollution reaches them, they can get extremely nasty. And the pollution, as we start clearing more and more of the trees, they're going to get more and more nasty. Alright, they don't like us clearing all of the trees. But we need to clear the trees. We must progress. The factory must grow. The bots must feed. 1,800. That'll keep me going for a minute. Keep me out of mischief. I've only got 4 of those left. I've got the materials, I think, to make some more. Let's have a look. I got the material. Yeah, I got enough materials to make all that I'll need for a moment. So we go running all the way back down. I'm going to have a little drink a minute while I go racing down through here. So I want to get right down, and I'm thinking that island over there is probably where we want to head out for next. So we get down to about this point. And that island might be a separate one. But I want to get over there. So if I get onto that point there and I drop a scanner down on that one as well. Get to here, I think. That'll do. And we'll run over here. We drop one down on this island. And then from there we can carry on going further east. Right. That one there. Put you there like that. And then run back through and just join up the power. As soon as we've done that, we can go for our next bit. Okay, power. Done. And we're headed over there. Right, we'll keep going in a straight line. That one there is actually a separate island there. So if I just keep going in a straight line from where I am, I'm probably going to want one about there, and then another one further over. I also want one up on there. I want just on the tip of that bit. So we'll go up there and we'll do that one first. And then we will continue going east. So I want to go over to here, and I'll go from there. I want to run straight up here to you. I want to put one down up here somewhere. We'll drop that in on here, like that. Join you into there. And then I'll run a power cable down this way like this. I'm just going to stop here a second. And I'm actually going to join in that little bit of island there. Just in case we want to be able to get onto that island a bit later on. It always pays to just have a few connections here and there with the islands, so that you can get through. Right, so now we've uncovered all of that bit. It's all being looked at by the radar and not just some of it. I don't see any more enemies at the moment. We've just got these bits here. Oh, there's another one over there. But that, again, is just a small bit. If you compare the size of them, right, we go over to our known enemy base. That there is an actual spawner. And then these small bits, those seem to be just worms. So I think that's just worms on the ground up there. I don't think we've got anything else there, which is going to make a difference to how sort of things perform as they go through. Right. Out from there. We get about halfway along. I want to put down one radar, I think. Over here, just underneath that bit of copper. We'll put one here. Like that. So I'll drop you down, and then we'll keep going. Get over to this next island. I am counting on this one not being joined up to the mainland. You can, with the islands, you can put landfill down. Right, they can't get across that bit. You can put landfill down, but you can't take it up again. Once the landfill is there, you cannot remove it. There are mods that allow you to remove it, but generally speaking, you cannot remove landfill. So, with the 0.17 update, absolutely fantastically, as you've seen me already using, we can use construction bots to put down landfill, which is a huge, massive, amazing blessing. Because trust me, having to put the stuff down manually over huge areas is a very, very tedious job, and one that I really don't like having to do. The fact that we no longer have to do that is an absolute godsend. It is truly, truly wonderful. You can do it fairly quickly, admittedly. It's just that you've got to constantly stop and refill your inventory, because you can't actually carry that much landfill around with you. You can carry some, but not massive quantities of the stuff. Right? Nowhere near enough. If you're wanting to do a lot of work with landfill, and you're wanting to be able to uncover like some very large areas, you're never going to have enough landfill. You're really not. Right. We'll go like that. Right there. And I need to make some more radars. Drop one in there. And we'll head back this way. So we'll go back over to the mainland, and, well, back over to the island over here. Join this one in, and hopefully that will be close to uncovering the aliens there that we're not far away from. That's kind of the biggest base of aliens. Right, well, there's definitely room for improvement on that one. I can go up this way, but I've not got much landfill left, so I'm not going to be able to reach very high on there. But that... Well, I also need to uncover this bit in the middle, so I need to drop another radar down in the middle somewhere. We'll run over this way. Let me have a look. Where am I going to want to do it? Over a bit further. I'm going to want to put one here. So if I go like that, I'll drop the radar down there, and then I will go north. All the way up here, so there's 150. And I've got 41 left. Oops, I definitely didn't mean to go at an angle like that. Right, I got 15, 11, Let's just build a little platform here, shall we? There. 2 more. There. Right, that's all of them. Just enough room over there, like that. And I will run you down over this way. So I've now run out of all of the landfill. I'm not going to bother doing any more of this. We've done enough of this for now. We'll go back and we'll do some more another time. So I've uncovered that bit. We haven't quite uncovered that, but these radars working down here, they will fairly quickly scan through that and uncover it anyway. We're uncovering more out through here. But it does look like that's the only serious base that we've got to worry about at the moment. We've got some uncovering, we've got some worms here. The other thing that I've done, the settings that I had it is that the bases can't expand. If I had set it so they could expand, then they would go from here and they would probably self-populate themselves around the map. Possibly I should have done that. In a future playthrough, I will change some of the settings that I've got so that we can adjust accordingly. Now, at the moment, we've got this issue over here, but I don't see any more enemies. We're going to have to be prepared for enemies. But I'd like to get over to this iron patch over here. We've got the iron patch there, and I know there's a load of stone down here. But I'm still thinking this would be the better one to go for, in spite of those enemies down there. So I think that's what that's kind of what I'm leaning heavily towards. I mean, we've got these over here. And if the pollution gets over there, I suspect that the enemies will just run all the way up. I don't know how smart they are with doing that. Like, over such a long distance. That is a very long way for them to go to launch an attack. They might do it. But if we're coming across here, we don't have to fill in very much. I will fill in that whole section there. Eventually, we'll fill in everything, right? We will eventually fill in absolutely everything. But we're not going to worry about that now. That's way, way down the line of things that we're going to be doing. So, yeah, definitely not on the cards at the moment. So we should have plenty of gun turrets now. I haven't been making any walls. I wasn't going to worry about walls. I was going to be reliant on the gun turrets rather than anything else. So, and we'll sort of assume that the gun turrets are going to be able to do everything that we want them to do. And so I'm not going to need to deal with, like, constant waves of attacks with the enemies. That being said, it's probably a good idea to be prepared. As soon as I join up to an island, I'm leaving myself open to attacks by enemies. I mean, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the fight to the enemy. We will load up with gun turrets, we will load up with bullets, and we will go chasing after the enemy rather than waiting for them to come to us. But we've got to be prepared because we've got these other bits up round here. There may be biters somewhere up there. At the moment it doesn't look like there are, but there's no guarantees on that. So we're going to have to, once we join up with the mainland, we are going to want a number of sort of safety nets in place so that we got everything catered for. Everything is all covered. Because if we don't have that, we could be in trouble. Now, how are you doing with the clearance? They're doing pretty well, actually. They're doing a wonderful job up there. We'll let them continue on with that. There's a few over this side to bring in. It's a long way for them to go. They are having to travel quite a long way in order to be able to do that little job. Over here, I got 782 bits of landfill. I've got bricks being made. They're doing well. Character logistics slot 2 has now been researched. That gave me an additional 6 logistics slots. Concrete is something that I want. It's something that we'll be marking out some areas with some concrete at some point. Fluid wagons. We'll get those. Right, see, you can see we've got some items in here. Long-term storage. We'll probably want to use those at some point. We don't need to concern. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.